Alan Dennis knew he wanted to be in radio in the 7th grade. And as a sophomore in high school, that dream came true when he joined WMOC in Chattanooga and became one of the original good guys. His pleasing conversational voice and love for practical jokes quickly made Alan a top radio personality back in the late 50s. And at the age of 17, he took over the 6 to midnight show at WMAK in Nashville and quickly became a big hit. He enjoyed success in other markets like Knoxville, Orlando, and Pittsburgh, but his love of the South kept bringing him back to Nashville. Alan always had a knack for making radio fun and not just a job. His quick wit, uncanny timing, and sense of humor made the listeners feel as if he were one of them.
Alan would get so caught up in himself while he was on the air that he would begin to cry and wheeze, laughing at himself. He was a fun guy to be around all the time.
Okay, a lot of complaints about not having any culture on the show. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the Alan Dennis Show presents a little culture for them that digs culture. And today, we are pleased to have in the studio here on the north side of Chattanooga, Charles the Poet.
It was a genuineness that could not be faked. And those of us that had the pleasure of knowing him personally knew he was the real deal, a good man.
Alan Dennis was the smoothest radio disc jockey I ever heard on the air. Absolutely smooth. It just flowed when Alan was on.
You could tell Alan loved radio. He loved to laugh not only with his audience, but especially at himself. And those practical jokes, well, nothing and nobody was off limits. Alan's love of radio performing also led to an extensive stage career. And he served as a drummer for a number of bands. That live performance experience helped Alan deal with just about anything that came up, including a disc jockey's worst nightmare.
If you ever read news at a radio station, you didn't let Alan come around because he would set the news on fire while you were trying to read it. And you can hear the paper rattling.
He would literally set the copy on
fire. He would
fire.
set the copy on fire. Newsmen had a problem with Alan sometimes.
Listeners loved Alan Dennis, and many in this room tonight wanted to be in radio because of Alan Dennis. We lost him last year, but his place in broadcasting history will live on forever.
That's Tom Jones, and it's not unusual. A bit bizarre, but not unusual. It's 17 minutes after 12 noon on your Alan Dennis Show.